So here it is, guys. Today I'm sharing you one of my best oven roasted chicken recipe along with jollof rice and red beans. Keep watching for the entire recipe. It's Caribbean ducks. And if you're new, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Glad you can be here. Let's get started. So this is one of my home-raised, free-range organic chicken that I'm using to make sure that all the feathers are off, and we're gonna spatchcock this chicken. This means just to remove the spines, go right down the center on the two sides of the spine. And the reason we're doing this is to open up this chicken so that it lays flat and cook evenly, and we can get more seasoning into it. Now we're gonna go in with the juice of 1 lemon and scrub this chicken clean, making sure that all left feathers are off. Gonna scrub it nicely. Don't forget the wings under the armpit. Scrub it well and wash it clean. And since this is a home-raised chicken, we don't have much fat. This is as much fat that we can remove. So now I'm gonna gather all the ingredients for this chicken. I'm gonna go in with 2 tablespoons of my homemade lemon pepper seasoning. I'm gonna leave a link in the description box. Please check that out. And 1 tablespoon of garlic powder. 1 tablespoon of paprika. A 1/2 tablespoon of dried oregano. 1/2 tablespoon of black pepper. 1/2 tablespoon of ginger. 1/2 teaspoon of ground cumin, and 1/2 teaspoon of allspice. And I'm gonna cut a whole onion into small pieces and add that in as well. Now I'm going in with my herb infused olive oil, about 2 to 3 tablespoons. And this is gonna combine and make a lovely paste so it adheres to the chicken and infuse into the meat. Gonna give it a good mix, turn it into a nice paste. Now we're gonna generously coat our chicken, making sure every crevice gets that infused seasoning. Make sure to get some underneath the skin as well. Get our baking tray. Lay it out flat so we can add more of the seasoning. Yes, guys, we want to generously pack on these flavors. Gonna flip it over and make sure we use up all the seasoning. Here's a little trick to get the juiciest chicken. You put your chicken breast side down. And here I'm gonna add my thyme and some rosemary right on the top. Gonna have some more aromatic flavors to this. Gonna set my oven to 400 degrees. And this is optional. I'm adding some bay rum leaves and some allspice leaves just to give it a little bit more aromatics. Now we go into the oven at 400 degrees. I'm gonna set it for 20 minutes to cook. After 20 minutes, we're gonna remove it. And give it a good flip over. So now the herbs are on the bottom. That's gonna infuse all those aromatics. And this is how you get a nice crispy chicken. All the juices been locked in there because we started with high heat. And now I'm gonna go in at 350 degrees for 45 minutes. While the chicken is roasting, we're gonna go in with the ingredients for our jollof rice. We have sweet peppers, onion, tomato puree, a quarter cup of oil, garlics. I'm gonna chop everything up and blend it up into a nice puree, along with some cilantros and some thyme. Blend it up till we get this consistency. Now for our dry ingredients, we're going with a half a teaspoon of smoked chipotle, half a teaspoon of black pepper, half a teaspoon paprika, half a teaspoon allspice, half a teaspoon curry powder, half a teaspoon ginger, and we're gonna go on with a half a teaspoon of fresh grated nutmegs. Guys, you won't believe the flavor that these nutmegs bring out. And here we go with 1 can of pre-cooked beans, 1.5 cup of long grain rice, and 1 teaspoon of tomato paste. We're gonna start with our oil, 1/4 cup of oil, and we're gonna go in with our chopped onions. So I got about 1.5 onion chopped here that I'm gonna fry brown. Now we're going with our puree. And we're gonna mix that well and let it fry a little bit more. Now we're going with our puree tomatoes and our tomato paste along with our dry seasoning. And we're gonna mix it well and combine everything and let it cook for a little bit. So after about 10 to 15 minutes, this is what we're looking like. And now we're going with our washed rice. This is some long grain basmati rice, but you can use any kind of rice you like. And we're gonna allow this to coat the rice, and this is gonna help to infuse all those flavor into the rice. Now we're gonna go in with about a cup of water, or just enough to cover the rice. Give it a nice stir on low heat. At this time, you can add your salt and then go in with your red beans. We're gonna mix it well again and allow this to cook for about 20 to 25 minutes on low heat until the rice is cooked well and all the moisture has been observed. The trick here is to cook it on very low heat because you don't want it to burn on the bottom, and you want to allow the rice to absorb all the seasoning. That's our final stir, and now I'm gonna cover it back and let it simmer. Our chicken has been cooking for about 45 minutes and it's nice and crispy here, full of flavor. I'm gonna cut it open and show you how juicy it is. And this is my delicious, juicy roast chicken, fully cooked. Here it is, guys. Jollof rice and my beautiful roast chicken with lots of flavor, topped with a nice hot pepper. Hope you guys enjoy this video. If you find it interesting, go ahead, give me a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe. And again, I thank you for watching the video. Now that you know how to make your jollof rice and beautiful, tasty, flavorful roast chicken, please remember to leave your comments. I'm waiting to hear from you. And if you do make this recipe, please let me know. Stay safe and blessed.